welcome to another video. My name is Amanda. This is Top Notes by A. Today I'm sharing affordable Middle Eastern fragrances that I have added to my collection. Some of these fragrances that I'm going to share with you guys, I've actually opened it and I have used it a couple of times, and then there are actually most of them I have not even opened it yet, but I still want to share new affordable Middle Eastern fragrances that I have added to my collection. If you guys are interested, let's start with the first fragrance that I want to talk to you guys about. It's from Club de Nuit. It's Amalf Club de Nuit, and this is the intense version. So this fragrance I have added to my collection. I got this because it has patchouli, it has bergamot, it has lime, I think it has black currant in here. And when I first got this fragrance, it sat, in my office for a little bit, and then I decided to try it out. This is so beautiful. This is it has this smokiness that I don't know where it's coming from. It's smoky, it's a little bit earthy, it's citrusy. So this fragrance I've added to my collection. It's also a fragrance that I think I can share with my husband. I move on. Sorry, it fell and I'm not picking it up. Guys, the next fragrance is from Lattafa, and this is called Nadia in Gold. This one I got because it says it has bay leaf. It also has patchouli in the fragrance. This one is so fresh, it's ozonic, it's very light, it's ozonic, it's fresh, I said that already, and it's a fragrance that is like easygoing. It doesn't last that long on the skin, but it's so easygoing and very affordable. You can afford to overspray this fragrance, so I have added this to my collection. If you guys want an in-depth review, let me know in the description bar below. This fragrance is from Fragrance World, and it's called Rahab. This one I got simply because of the bottle. Can you guys believe that sometimes I do buy fragrances for the bottle? I got this particular fragrance just because of the bottle, not because of the fragrance notes or anything, but it's spicy, it's woody, creamy from the sandalwood. So even though I got it for the bottle, it's a fragrance that I'm very, very much enjoying. I move on. Guys, this fragrance came in and it's broke. I got this one from a fragrance site called Chic Dot, and the fragrance came in broke. I contacted them and they refunded my money. But this fragrance, let me show you guys this fragrance. It's called Andalab Nightingale. This one smells so good. I've had this in the house for a week. When I tell you that the fragrance, even though it came broke, it's still lingering in the room, lingering. It's filling up my office. Every time I walk into the office, I'm smelling this fragrance. It's very powdery, but not like a powder bomb, if I'm making sense. This fragrance, it opens with fruity notes and very juicy fruits. This one is the fragrance bottle that made me actually want to buy this fragrance, and I can show you everything because it's broken, but I just want to share that I added this to the collection, but it came broken and I just placed a new order for it. I just want to show you guys this one. This is from Ajmal and it's called Dawn. Dawn is one of my freshy fragrances that I have added to the collection that I see myself using all the way to the fall months that, fall is about to start in a couple of weeks, and I see myself using this fragrance for the fall. This one is musky, it's citrusy, it has citruses in the opening, it has rose in the middle of the fragrance. This one is so fresh. When I tell you this is fresh and floral and very citrusy, you will not believe it. It's so good, and it's a fragrance from Ajmal. Very expensive smelling, but very affordable fragrance from Ajmal. So if you guys also want an in-depth review of this one, I can definitely do that. But for now, know that I just added this to the collection, and I'm already, enjoying it and seeing myself wearing this fragrance all the way to fall. Moving on. Guys, I've added Body Aoud Amethyst to the collection after watching a great deal of reviews from most of the fragrance reviewers that tend to review a lot of Middle Eastern fragrances. I decided to add this to the collection. Also, Ajua Labs fragrance here on YouTube actually inspired me to buy this fragrance, so this has been added to the collection. I haven't actually sprayed it yet, but it's supposed to have pink pepper, bergamot, Bulgarian rose, Turkish rose. It has oud, amber, and vanilla in the base of the fragrance, but I haven't sprayed it yet. I will let you know. I do have plans of doing an in-depth review of this particular fragrance after I have used it a couple of times, so I can give you my honest opinion and view about the fragrance. Moving. Another Body Aoud that I added to the collection is the new one from Lattafa called Honor and Glory. This one I did use a couple of times. I really enjoyed this particular fragrance. It's a true gourmand fragrance from Lattafa with the honey in here, the vanilla. This fragrance is so good. I also do have plans of doing an in-depth review of this fragrance, so follow me, find out when I will do the review for this particular fragrance, because I have used it a couple of times. I move on. Guys, another fragrance added to the collection from the Middle East is from Lattafa. This is Rave Now, and this is the intense version. This fragrance gives you the vibe. They are not dupes, but it gives you that vibe, puts you in that mindset of fragrances like Versace Dylan Blue, fragrances like Mont Blanc Individual. At times, you know, it kind of puts me in that mindset of Chanel Blue. They are not the same fragrance, but puts me in that mindset, which these fragrances that I have mentioned, my husband has them, so I have tried them out with this fragrance, and I can tell you that even though they are not dupes of each other, they do put you in that, you know, in that mindset. So I've added this to my collection. This one I got from Triple Traders. You can also find it at Joma Shop. I think the best price that I found for this fragrance is from Triple Traders. I move on. Another fragrance that I have added to the collection is from Fragrance World, and this is fresh as citrus. This one is supposed to be a dupe for Guerlain Frenchy Lavender. I don't own that fragrance, but going by this fragrance, lemon, vetiver, everything about this fragrance is so fresh. It's so easy going, and it has this grassy, earthy undertone when the fragrance dries down, and I love that about this fragrance. So it's actually making me want to try more of the dupes from Fragrance World. I move on. Guys, another fragrance that I have added to the collection, and I have used this a couple of times, is from Lattafa, and this is called Al Wasaf. I've actually filmed an in-depth review of this fragrance that should be coming out very soon, but let me tell you guys, this opens with pink pepper, mandarin. Middle of the fragrance has jasmine and patchouli. Base of the fragrance has another patchouli note in there. This one, it's a win for me. I do have an in-depth review, so I'm not gonna go through everything, but know that this one is good. Guys, I've also added this fragrance from Lattafa called Confidential Private Gold. This one, let me tell you some of the fragrance notes. It has lily of the valley in the middle of the fragrance. It has heliotrope and vanilla. It also has passion fruit in the beginning of the fragrance. This is supposed to be a dupe for Deluxe from Tiziana Terenzi, and I do have an in-depth review about that comparison video coming up very soon. Go watch it when I post it, so I'm not gonna go into it, but know that this is a nice smelling fragrance. Moving on. From Add Al Zafran, I added this fragrance called Harim Al Sultan. This one I haven't opened it. What drew me to the fragrance is the fragrance bottle. I'm not gonna open it, but I will do an in-depth review of this fragrance, so you guys will see the look of the bottle, or I'll put a picture of the look of the bottle, because I don't want this video to be so long. I'm just showing you new fragrances that I have added to the collection. This one is floral, it's fresh, it's rosy. That is the reason why I bought it when I read the fragrance accords. That is the reason why I added this beauty to the collection. And I think I don't have any fragrance from Aoud Saffron, and so I decided to add this as my first Aoud Saffron. Hope I pronounce it right. Moving on. Guys, I added another Ajmo fragrance to my collection. This is Evoke Silver Edition. This one just came in, and so I haven't opened it, but I want to show you guys fragrances that I've added to my collection. This one, the accords that made me want to buy this fragrance, it has vanilla, it's vanillic, it's powdery, it's ambery. It has bitter orange for the note. It has rose in the middle. It also has vanilla, tonka bean, and sandalwood. That is the reason why I've added this to my collection. I will come back and let you guys know if this actually worked out for me. I move on. Guys, so I added Sakina by Lattafa to the collection. This one has mandarin orange and passion fruit, and I think it has vanilla and toffee, and I really cannot wait to do an in-depth review for you guys. Open this baby up to show you what the fragrance looks like inside the box. Stay tuned, follow me on Instagram. I do a lot of reels and I do show you fragrances that are new to my collection, first on Instagram, and then I'll bring it here. So if you want to find out about this fragrance, follow me on Instagram, Top Notes by A. Also follow me on Facebook. My name there is Amanda Afutukwe, and you can find out about my thoughts about this fragrance before I bring it to YouTube. I move on. The last fragrance from the Middle East that I have added to my collection is from Nabil. This is called Golden Beach. This one, there is a beautiful story behind this particular fragrance, and I really want to open it for you guys to see the bottle. So there is a beautiful story behind this fragrance that I really don't have time to share with you guys, but know that this has fern balsam, it has lotus flower, it has vanilla, it has berries, sandalwood, immortelle, among other fragrance notes that this beautiful fragrance has. I'm going by beauty because of the bottle. This is so beautiful. I hope my camera is picking up the color right, but this is so gorgeous. And once again, I will do an in-depth review so you guys will know how this fragrance performs, if it's worth it, if it's just worth you having it in your collection for the bottle. I move on. Guys, these are the Middle Eastern fragrances, affordable Middle Eastern fragrances that I have added to my collection. If you guys are interested in my channel but you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. To all my returning subscribers and viewers, thank you for always supporting your girl. Until I see you on another video, stay blessed, smell fabulous, and bye for now.